Your vest. Losers always whine. Your vest. Losers always whine about their vest. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. No way!
Yeah, I called her up. She gave me a bunch of crap about me not listening to her enough or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
All right. Look, is it the first episode of the Uncutt Wrestling Podcast? I am the Ace Nick White.
I'm the demigod Robbie Cutthroat.
And I am the guy formerly known as the franchise whatever, Matt Minnick.
Nice. Yeah, you saw the beginning of the show, our sponsors, the indie movement. Big up to those guys. Big up to TJ Vegas, the Art of Hardcore. All those guys for supporting us from the meager beginnings when we talked about other stuff to now moving on to the real world of pro wrestling. Figure we just start this out real quick because I know everybody's not here to hear us talk. They're here to hear John Wayne Murdoch. But
I'm pretty entertaining.
You're okay. No. So yeah, Ace Nick White, 16 years, independent professional wrestling, manager, referee, terrible wrestler, ring announcer, you name it, I've probably done it. Yeah, I bring the seriousness to the show, I guess.
The expertise.
The expertise, yeah. I'm the indie wrestling encyclopedia. Robbie Cutthroat, shoot, buddy.
Well, like I said, my name's Robbie Cutthroat Miller. I've been a wrestling fan since about 1985, so I don't know, my math's pretty bad, but that's over 30 years, I think. And I don't know, man.
Older than me.
That's what y'all need to know. He's 72 years old.
72 years old. I'm the oldest man. I'm the oldest young man here. But no, I've been watching.
Like milk.
I've been watching basically, I think the first wrestling thing experience I had was Hulk Hogan and Thunder Lips in Rocky 3. So actually, I consider myself a fan since '83. So, and I've just followed WWE. I didn't really get a lot of WCW, so I've followed a lot of magazines. I'm not too keen on a lot of indie stuff because we don't really have a scene here. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot about these deathmatch guys, these independent guys that are going out there every night and doing it. Glad to be here.
Well, damn, Robbie made it sound like we're in an AA meeting. So, hi, I'm Matt Minnick. Robbie's been a wrestling fan longer than I've been alive, I guess. I was born in '87, so here we are. But I have been a wrestling fan pretty much my whole damn life to the point where, like Robbie was saying, since he's going to do this whole AA first memory shit, my first real wrestling memory I remember is getting my head licked by the Bushwhackers.
Nice.
So that's one of my first memories, seeing them live and them taking off my Hulk Hogan bandana and licking my head. That put me into like therapy and like PTSD. But I've been a wrestling fan ever since, all the way, and I've watched WWE and WWF, WCW, ECW, New Japan, a lot of the independents would like evolve, with a lot of our mutual friends and stuff like that. When it comes to deathmatch myself, I'm like Robbie. I'm learning a little bit of, a lot of it lately over the last month, just because of all the dark side of the ring and all the attention that's been coming onto the deathmatch side. Even though we know a lot of people that have been pushing that realm for years for us, and telling us to check it out. It's cool to have this experience and be able to talk to somebody like John too.
So, all that being said, you now know us. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know the guy that I'm about to bring on. The former, he's going to correct me if I'm wrong, but 5-time IWA World Heavyweight Champion, the American Deathmatch Champion, one of my closest friends in the world. I'm so fucking honored he agreed to be the first guest on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, John Wayne Murdoch is here, everybody.
Yeah.
That will be one of like only probably 2 times I call you that, and it was entirely on purpose. So, what's up, man? How you been?
Crazy, man. It's been even when you say Damian Payne, it doesn't even feel real. That doesn't even feel like a real person at this point. Or that even happened. Like, so much has happened since.
It's so funny too, because when I talk to like some of my indie wrestling fan people, some of them will be like, "Oh, you're gonna call him Damien during the show?" And I'm like, I can, but nobody will get the joke anymore, man. Because you've been John for what, like 8-9 years now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I of course I remember skinny Damien Payne from the Stadium Inn, but like, me carrying out the belt for you and shit. But but dude, I'm gonna start this with a question, the most popular question that people have wanted me to ask you. How the fuck are you still alive?
I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm forming sentences. Like, just the head trauma alone has been ridiculous. Like, I took like 3 months off like a couple years ago because like I was just seeing shadows. Like, I'd almost pass out in the shower. Like, I was really fucked up from like concussions. So yeah, I don't even know how I'm even doing this. So yeah, I can't even answer that. Luck, I guess. I'm the luckiest fucker.
But like, you started, I know it's supposed to be your turn, Robbie, but I got this on my brain.
No.
When you started, you did a lot of like X Division stuff. Like we joke about Damian Payne, but that was an entirely different wrestler almost. Like, you did X Division, like you were doing flippy shit before flippy shit was cool. And what was the turning point? I mean, obviously the first death match was Simon Says, but like, what was the turning point where you're like, fuck it, this is what I need to do?
I think because there were plenty of kids my size doing like flippy shit. Stadium Inn, you could see, God, I can't even remember Josh Crow, Matt Corbane. Like, there was a list of guys doing that were doing it better than I was. I was pale, fucking skinny fat. Like, so I chose death matches because it was a way to get me in the door a lot of places instantly. And then once I got there, they realized, oh, he can actually wrestle too. So then it shined light on that as well. So like, death matches was like my best vehicle to keep doing this and to do it at a higher level outside of like Stadium Inn.
Right.
So yeah, mainly it was just a tool that I used to get in front of that normally I wouldn't be in front of.
All right. Hey, well, I guess I'll go next. Question I got for you kind of relates to that a little bit. I've seen these death matches. I've seen you guys go out there and you guys put it all out on the line and you go past the line and you guys just tear each other apart. Now, when you guys are going out there and you guys are doing this, what part of your brain makes you pull back? Like, because I see you guys going out doing wrestling, and they follow what the crowd wants, dude. If the crowd's into it, they're even more into it, and they want to appease the fans. They want to give them what they want. How do you hold back and not really, 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 really hurt yourself?
I think it's just trusting the people that you're in the ring with. I think more than just pro wrestling, deathmatch wrestlers, we bond better. Because we're going out there spilling blood with somebody. We're going out there and possibly risking hurting them or us. So you bond better with deathmatch guys. So I just think it's more, I know everybody says the brother thing, but like, deathmatch wrestlers, like, we trust each other. And if you're in our group, then like, you just go out there and do it. And you just trust that neither of you are going to get hurt, that it's all going to go to plan, and you just do it.
That's a great answer. So I'm going to throw a different kind of question at you that kind of piggybacks a little bit off of what Robbie asked you. So when it comes to deathmatch wrestling, especially, a lot of people see the blood, the violence, and all of those things, and a lot of the injuries that you guys have to deal with stitches or whatever it may be. How can it? So the best way to ask the question is, how do you deal with it mentally every day, with waking up or sometimes dealing with some of those aches and pains and some of those mental wears and tears that you have to deal with being a deathmatch wrestler?
That's actually a great question, and I don't even think that a lot of deathmatch wrestlers even give that a thought getting into it. You think you just do your match, and then once the death match is over, it's done. But you're dealing with the cuts, you're dealing with sticking to your bed sheets, you're dealing with the car ride home of still leaking blood and stuff like that. Like, you mentally have to love this to do it, and I think that's what separates like the deathmatch elite guys and then the guys just getting into it just to get that fame because it is popular now. And that is an issue in deathmatch wrestling, is guys now just picking up a light tube because it gives you 1,000 more followers on Twitter or whatever. So like the guys that know the question you ask and the guys that deal with that are the ones that are going to stick around for the long haul. Like, but yeah, it's mentally abusing, man. Like, cut, especially if you do like a schedule like I do. Like, you do one death match, you've got cuts from that, and then you do another. So now it's cuts on top of cuts. And no, those cuts start to heal, but now you've got another death match in 3 days. So now what's the point of healing? So you keep going until then finally your body just shuts down. You're gonna get an infection or something because you're just running yourself, ragged. Like, it's rough, but you gotta love it.
So, like, to bring it back up a notch, damn, we
Yeah.
got serious there for a fucking
Yeah, we went deep for a minute.
So I've wanted to ask you this question privately, and I guess I just have always kind of forgotten because we'll just talk about whatever. Like, we'll talk your kids, my kids, whatever. But when you're doing the death matches, like, I watched you and Justin Kyle. Let's just put that one out there, which was seriously no bullshit. Probably in like my top 3 for death matches of the year right now, just because it was such a great fucking story that you guys told with him being so goddamn massive. He's not fucking human. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
But before the show, are you guys just like dibs on that door, dibs on that barbed wire board? Like, is everybody out there like figuring out like what weapon they want to use? Because when I watch the show, I see like Mittens and the ring crew, like they know what goes where and when. You know what I mean? And kayfabe's dead. Fuck. I mean, we're doing this interview, so
yeah, it's definitely a free for all for wrestlers. I'm lucky enough now to be at a level where like people know what I want. I can show up to the building and Mittens or Ryan will be like, "Hey, I've got your stuff over here." And also most of the time I'm on last. So then I just get all the runoff from stuff that people haven't used throughout the night, plus the stuff that has already been set aside. So that's the reason most of the time my matches look like just shit's been thrown out there, because I'm like, hey, they didn't use that door. Let's throw it out there. Because I feel like the fans get disappointed, and I never want anybody to walk away from a show going, man, I wish they'd have used that door. Like, even though that's stupid to think, that's how like small I think about it. Like, when I go out there, like, I want to use everything I can so they're happy.
yeah, like when you wrestled them off and Eric came out with like 4 boxes of light tubes, I'm like, God damn, they must just not have used enough light tubes tonight.
Oh yeah,
you don't want them going to waste.
With Danny screaming, we need tubes, save the tubes. So that person that you have to argue with is like, hey, I need these tubes. He's like, we need them for the next night. I'm like, well, I need them now. We can get them tomorrow. Or like,
all right. So I was just wondering, maybe you could enlighten us when you're getting ready to go out to the ring pre-match. And I watched a couple of your entrances, and I got to say, you got a pretty cool entrance, dude. The way you kind of just come out and your presence is just there, What you got? Any rituals that you do before the match, or anything that you kind of do as you're going out to the ring that might have some significance that people might not know, only you?
I pace a lot. Like, anybody that knows, like, I'm constantly walking the floors or whatever. So yeah, just when the music hits, the pacing continues, and then it's almost like a calming effect when I know I'm supposed to walk through the curtain. Everything just goes away, and then you live in that moment. Like people, like you brought up the present, people rush their entrance too much. Like when I come out, like
Yeah.
I want to stay there for a second,
Yeah.
let
Feel
everyone
it.
catch up to now what's going on, and then you move throughout. And like people just rush shit too much. And I think that was more my southern roots, like being in Tennessee and seeing people actually work the art of wrestling. So I just used that and now taking it to the more independence and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what I got out of it. Is like you came out and you took it all in, and then what happened happened naturally, and it was never the same.
Most definitely.
So instead of going with a deep kind of question like I did in the last one, there's one question that's been kind of sitting on my mind ever since Nick told me that you were coming on. And since you are a deathmatch wrestler, and the amount of weapons that you guys use, whether it be glass or light tubes or tacks or things like that, is there any of those where you're like, I'm not cool using this one?
Yeah, I've stated many times. I hate toothpicks. I hate skewers. Anything wood that could break off in you. Me and Marcus Crane did an insane, dumb, stupid thing. If you're listening, don't do it. But there was a toothpick board, and I brain busted him on top. And they broke off in the back of my arm. They broke off in the back of his. Like, thank God he survived. Everything like that. Horrible.
Nothing's worse than a splinter, dude.
Like I had like broken half toothpicks in my arm. I went to the hospital. They like fucking tried to find it. I don't ultrasound to try to see where they were at. They didn't get all of it. I ended up getting like a bad infection from it or whatever. I just wrestled Masada. I'm still picking skewers out of my head. Yeah, they fucking suck. Anything like that. Like I commend Pondo for doing that pencil spot at TOD. Like insane shit. But yeah, thing wouldn't start.
Nope, that's a hard pass.
Yeah.
Before you put a toothpick in my body.
And it's hard now too because skewers are such a fucking like go-to now. It seems like. I mean, like Atticus and Masada are clearly the masters of them, but like it seems like I kind of see it a lot more now, even on shows that they're not on. But
yeah. That's the reason I like Gus. They're the same concept, but they're metal. They hold together. You're not going to worry about them breaking off. Yeah, that's the reason like my go-to is a gusset.
Yeah, dude. And then I saw you do this isn't even my question, but you're gonna say it. I gotta bring it up. I saw you do the fucking baseball bat gusset spot. And every time I see anybody do that, I immediately cringe. But of course, it's worse with you because you're my boy, and I'm just like, God, just I remember what happened to Danny Havoc. Like, I don't want to see it again, you know.
And what's funny, and I'm assuming you're talking about the one with me and Alex Ocean.
Yeah, of course. Oh, well, that was fucking brutal. That's another one that was fucking glorious.
The reason that happened was because Danny, for some reason, I don't know, I think it was a trust issue with Alex Ocean, and this has all been public. I'm not shitting on Alex, but there for a period of time, Alex was in his own head, and he wasn't going out and delivering the way he was at the beginning. And Danny in the back said in front of some of the wrestlers, I think Schlack was like sitting across from me. He's like, I can't put you guys main event. Like, I don't trust it. I was like, okay, I'm going to make you eat your work. And we end up having the bloodiest fucking pit match there's been. I think actually that's the bloodiest ICW match there's been. Like, there was so much blood. He passed out in the locker room.
Like, I watched that match, and my wife, huge deathmatch fan, I literally watched it, finished watching it, went and got her, rewound it and watched it again because you guys went insane. But so right now, I think probably the big three, big four deathmatch workers in America are you, Alex Colon, Eric Ryan, and fuck, I just lost his name. The guy that just won Drew Parker. You know, especially because you and Drew got the belts, right? Who's in your mind, yourself not included, the top guy right now?
Eric Ryan.
Yeah.
I just I think there's just a connection. There's something about me and Eric being in the ring together that's just produces magic. But I think single-handed, he is the hardest working deathmatch guy that doesn't get credit. Like, even GCW doesn't give him the credit. Fuck a three-peat. He should have won TOS. But, and that's not my personal feelings towards Cologne or this drama or the heat that people think that me and him have with each other. That's just straight facts. Like, Eric Ryan deserved that. No one else.
You can make a case for Atticus, but okay. That's personal, though. That's because I'm a big Atticus fan, and Atticus is a friend of a friend. So
Atticus definitely is, like, in 2 years, like, it's going to be all Atticus talk. Like, I think within a year, 6 months, it's going to be all he is definitely on the climb. And that's with me, with having Akira with me, like another guy that's on the climb. I still put Atticus up there. That's going to be the future of deathmatch.
All right, I guess kind of take it back a little bit, man. What got you into wrestling, man? What, a lot of guys, they go out and get jobs. They work pizza places, construction, all kinds of jobs out there. You seem like a pretty nice guy, man. What got you into this?
And I got into it when I was like 13. Started training, went to NWA main event for Mike Porter. Jeff Daniels actually walked out and was like, fuck this kid. Because I had like duct tape on my shoes. Total backyard fucking dude. And yeah, man, I started training there. Realized I wasn't getting any help at Porter's. Like, I was just like a kid in the locker room. Like, Mike Woods was like, if you ever see your fucking name on the card with me, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Nobody was training me. I don't know. There was a guy named Matthew. He was like their X Division champion at the time. And like, he got in the ring with me, locked up, and looked at Porter and was like, he already knows more than me, and got out of the ring. That literally was like day one training. Like, I didn't know shit. So I was being thrown to the wolves. But yeah, man, I found a place, trained. But back to the original question, what got me in? I think going to like Nashville Fairgrounds with my dad got me into like wrestling, watching Tommy Rich, watching PG-13, Jeff Jarrett and shit like that. There's a reason I have such a like foundation of old school Southern wrestling. Yeah. Nobody sells anymore. Nobody wants to look dumb. Everybody wants to be the bad guy heel, or tough guy, or the Joker type character. Nobody wants to make themselves look stupid. I don't give a shit. I've wore a diamond. I've done shit at the stadium, man, that most people never do. Like, I do not care. Whatever sends a fan home happy, I'm all for it. 100%.
Yeah, we definitely did some ridiculous shit between Madison and the stadium, man.
Jesus.
I was a fucking water boy. I mean, let's be honest. One day I'll tell that story on the show, but not today.
So I'll throw a fantasy booking question at you. So if you were to have a dream match with anybody from the ECW era in a death match, like Masato Tanaka or Sabu or Mike Awesome, who would it be for you and why?
I think Sabu. I had a match with Sabu. It was in a patch of his life where his hip was still fucked up. It was before all the surgeries that he got. So the match was pretty much, he took one bump and he wasn't getting up off the mat. Like, he wasn't letting me pick him up. He was just in a lot of pain. So I think if I could go back, or I could do it now, would be Sabu. No rope, barbed wire, straight up.
Nice.
Cheers to that one.
Oh.
I wasn't going to do this because I don't want to be this podcast.
Do it, Nick.
But Minnick brought up ECW. And I think you know where this is probably going. Mania weekend, 6-man tag.
Oh, God.
Rejects versus the Baldies and New Jack. I'm just going to leave it there and let you tell the story.
Okay.
Yep.
I've wanted to ask you about this for a while now.
I'm not shitting on the dead. State anything here that's not been stated anywhere else. New Jack did not show up to the show in any condition to be in the ring. He was drinking from the time he got there, from the time he left. I have drinks too. Don't get me wrong. Everybody drinks. Everybody's got their own little vice that helps them get through whatever. But there's a point of excess, and he was there. Also, this is the weekend that on the last show, I'm main eventing, and they're bringing out the American title, like the whole introduction. It's me and Eric Ryan's big fucking finale, 1 year in the making. So this match was just something to get me by. He didn't want to do business at all. Didn't want to go under. Not only did he not want to go under, he didn't want the other two to even take it. So they absolutely could not lose. Fine, whatever, you earned that. But he wanted to beat us. He wanted to beat us all in what seemed like 30 seconds. It's not fucking happening. Can't happen. I'm undefeated, not been beat since Eric Ryan on the first show, and I'm have this massive push, and you want to squash us in 30 minutes, or 30 seconds. So then we just all like got together, and what you seen was like the best result. Like fucking, we jumped them. It was 3-on-2. They kept fucking keeping Neil Diamond down, so now it's just 2-on-2. Until New Jack comes out. And what New Jack did in the ring was what he wanted the whole match to be. Like, so from the point he gets in the ring, that would have been the whole match. Knock me down, knock Reed down, beat Neil. That would have been it. There's just no way that that's possible. And he wasn't going to budge. We wasn't going to budge. So you keep him out of it until you need him. You bring him out. He does his stuff, and that's it. That's also another. We had to ask his permission to cut that promo at the end. So then that's why I said this is the one time tonight that it's not fucking about you. Like that was
good line.
You like, yeah, it was not a pleasure. Now saying that, I hate that he's passed away. I wish that could have been a better transaction between people. It wasn't. So.
That's an awesome story, man. That's really cool.
It's not too awesome when you find out he's dead 2 days later, and you got on Twitter and said "fuck New Jack." So it's
Oh.
Well, you know what? You know what though? I don't know. Even if wherever he's at, dude, I'm sure he's probably like, "Fuck that motherfucker." Probably just cussing you out wherever he's at. So it's probably cool.
Honestly, I think I like. Whether you believe in heaven or hell or whatever you believe in, I would like to think that he realizes that maybe I was an ass to deal with sometimes. Whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sad for his family. I hate that it happened. Wish he was still here. But that one interaction was just not good.
Yeah. Is it my turn? Oh, okay. I guess good question I was going to ask was family members. You look like you got mom and dad and brothers, sisters, wife, kids, and the whole 9 yards. Family and friends. How do they respond to what you do?
My dad thinks I'm crazy. Like when I first started, traveled with me, took me play. I was underage. Like he would take everything. Like he traveled with us. Like my dad was the biggest supporter. Would sell the merch. Would make the merch. Would fucking burn DVDs. 8-9 hours a night into the morning just to make sure we had stuff to sell. Like he supported. He doesn't like the deathmatch thing, but he understands it. My brother, who was a wrestler, also did a little bit in TNA, is Dewey Barnes. It's not his thing either. He's not even wrestling as much either. As far as like my girlfriend and stuff, she enjoys it. She comes to shows. My son loves it, even though he doesn't cheer for me. He's an RSP fan, which is fucking weird. But yeah, man, I've got support, but people are concerned. Why not be concerned with what, this shit? You could get cut. Nick Gage died and was brought back to life. So, I mean, there's always that worry there.
So you get an abundance of support from your family and friends. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So along the same lines of the question that kind of Robbie was saying too, if you were to meet somebody that was wanting to potentially get into deathmatch wrestling and step inside those ropes, what would be a piece of advice or a couple things that you would want to let them know before they do?
Just have a background in actual wrestling. Just wrestling. Have some years under your belt. Don't just jump into deathmatch wrestling because you're going to regret it, or you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you're not going to really be accepted into the main circle of deathmatch wrestling because we will see through that. You know, I had 10 plus years before I even picked up a light tube, and I knew a foundation of what, you know, wrestling was about. So yeah, I just think have your foundation set, know that, wrestle for a good 5 years, or don't even pick up a tube. Don't even do it. If you can make money in this business without doing death matches, don't do it. Because you're
Fair
gonna
point.
there's not enough money in the world. You Everybody says death matches are gonna be mainstream, blah blah blah. There's no way that a company is going to pay someone millions of dollars, but also put them in a risk of getting cut bad to where they sit at home and collect free money. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't ever expect to make money, big money out of this. So you're going to look at these scars one day and regret it. You got to prepare yourself for that.
Kind of just going along with that question with the COVID thing and the death matches coming back. Do you see any hesitation from fans or people that are working around the scene with maybe more concern over the blood?
It didn't do. I thought COVID when it first happened, I was like, oh, death matches are done. Everybody's talking about 6 feet and coughing. I was like, man, we're spraying blood everywhere. We're fucked. But honestly, like death matches were the hero of COVID. Like ICW No Holds Barred, like GCW, like deathmatch. I owe everything success wise that I have now. I hate to say this, to the pandemic. I know it's affected a lot of people, but the pandemic helped get eyes on people and promotions that otherwise wouldn't have it. And people were at home. People were watching IWTV. We did great numbers early on ICW because people just had nothing else to do. Now, the world's coming back too, and everything. It's a different story a little bit. Like everything's even and out. We're still doing good. Everybody's still doing good, but now we have more options. Wrestling's back more, so deathmatch is sort of settling back in. But I think we still helped a lot of people through COVID with what we were doing.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot else to watch. It was crazy because that was really what started me on ICW. Besides the fact that you and Brett were there, I was like, well, fuck, somebody's wrestling. I'll watch this, and it was good shit. So you're probably the biggest star in IW or IWA. I mean, you're the top guy. You've been around there forever. You're the ace of ICW. You're a big deal now. What's the next step, man? Is there a place? I know there's one place that you're probably going to say, but what's the next place you want to
go? Japan.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I have to. I've proved, I think, everything that I needed to prove here. Now I have to go around the world and prove it as well. I'm more than capable of doing it. I do again have somebody take that chance. There's a couple things in the works. I have sent some messages out, feelers. And hopefully, with the world coming back, I'm vaccinated. I have my passport. I'm ready to go. So yeah, hopefully Japan is an option. I know everybody well, why don't you try to go to GCW and try to be the star there? I don't want to do that. It's easy to me. Just I was offered 4 figures to go to Planet Death for GCW and wrestle Cologne, and I turned it down because I'm the guy at ICW, and like everybody can do both. I get that, but I feel like my stock is better if I don't do both. I'm more valuable because you can't see me everywhere. You can't see me on both. So not a knock against GCW. It's just I've been there. I've done it. I was there early on, and I've got my fill for it. I've scratched that in. I don't need it anymore.
I'm going to jump ahead of you. I'm going to jump in real quick here.
Give me 1 second because I want to get this in because I got to piggyback off that. To that end, the you and Alex Cologne match, probably the most talked about match that hasn't happened since you guys have been John Wayne Murdoch and Alex Cologne, if you know what I'm saying. Do you feel like it may not happen because neither one of you can really afford to take the loss to the other one? You know what I'm saying? To like your home crowd, like does it kick Cologne's ass in GCW if he loses to you and vice versa?
Yeah, I think more than there's always a way to get past that. I think what's going to stop the match from happening is neither of us are willing to budge on. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for ECW. He's not doing it for ICW. And then there we are.
Right.
Because in my mind, those are the two crowds that deserve to see it because they've seen the rise of Alex Cologne. They've seen the rise of me. So we do it there. The other idea is us just promoting it ourselves. It would be a one-match card, promoting us as the main event and a few matches underneath, but that'd be the draw. It's just getting sponsors and making that all work because the price has been presented. We know that the offer of $1,500 was made. So we have a starting point of what we both deserve for this match. There's an argument we deserve a lot more than that for this match. But so yeah, it's just finding somebody that's going to one, foot that bill, and two, where we both do it on a common ground. No Peace Underground and duo or something like that. There's got to be like a neutral ground that we do it. So yeah, I think what will stop.
So you brought up Japan a few moments ago when you were talking about dream locations of what's next. Let's say you go to Japan, what's some dream opponents that you would have if you make it over there, if and when?
Anybody could be a dream opponent because you're going to Japan. So anybody that they put you in the ring with, you have to look at it as a dream opponent because people literally dream of getting on the plane to Japan big enough. I would take anybody. I would take their fucking student. I would take their guy that they don't really give a fuck about. And they're just like, yeah, let's put him in. I would take anybody. But I had my choice. Takeda would be the guy I would want. Actually, I want that match first. And then we can do it somewhere.
Yeah, I'd love to see you and Takeda, you and Ryoji Ito. Just,
Yep.
I mean,
That's what I was gonna say.
Kobayashi, just anybody, man. Like, and you deserve it at this point, man. Like, I'm not even just saying this because you're my boy. Like, you busted your ass for a long time to be. I mean, you're not the American Deathmatch champion by fucking accident. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
All right, man. I can tell just by talking to Nick before that. I know guys like you guys do see a lot of crazy ass shit, dude. Holy shit moments, whether it's in the locker room or in the ring or with the fans. If you had to narrow it down to one or two times your top holy shit moments in this business, would you share some stories with us?
I've seen some holy shit moments with LT Falk outside of wrestling. I can't share those here. I know wrestling wise, I was standing outside like a few 100 feet or so, I don't know, from the Zandig Janela off the building. And that's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, literally watched a man fall fucking all that way and hit a truck, hit the bed of a truck, precise, like a fucking dart. Yeah, that's got to be the craziest thing I've ever seen. Second craziest thing was Schlack getting his fucking leg cut with the filing cabinet with me and him at King, and just seeing all the blood, the dark black blood just pouring out of the back of his leg, like literally bleeding to death, laying on the floor like that. Yeah. So that's the two craziest things I've seen.
So we've seen Mercer and Schlack and Justin Kyle kind of. I know Justin's not going to do it full time. I know I've seen him talk about it on Twitter, but like a lot of the deathmatch guys right now are smaller guys. I mean, not that you're like a really small guy, but like guys like you and Akira and Reed, you know, not the big like muscle men. Do you feel like, and this is no slight to them if they ever for some reason watch this, do you feel like the muscle guys now, because there's so many of them, want to move into the deathmatch scene because it's kind of the niche thing right now? I mean, because Mercer was never a guy I pictured doing death matches. I mean, obviously I saw you and him do tables matches and shit, but now we're seeing him fucking bleed buckets.
Yeah, I think I can't speak to like their like mindset. I know Schlack always loved deathmatch, even in his band before he was right. He was smashing light tubes on his head and stapling himself and breaking beer bottles over his head. So like he is deathmatch wrestling. Like to me, like Schlack, even though like he loses most of the tournaments he's in, it's so fucking insane to me that he is the face. If I had a face of deathmatch wrestling, it wouldn't be Gage, it wouldn't be Clone, it wouldn't be me, it wouldn't be like Schlack is the fucking face of deathmatch wrestling. Because
Yeah, when you hear deathmatch wrestling, you picture a guy that looks like Schlack.
yeah, exactly. So like he is the one muscle guy that I believe fully would fucking cut every muscle out of his body to still do deathmatch wrestling. As far as like Mercer and shit like that, like I don't know. I would like to think Mercer's not using it to get more ahead because I still believe he has every hope in the world to be signed. And he should be. I think Mercer should be on Monday night television fucking every week. He's insane.
That's the biggest injustice in wrestling. That guy doesn't have a fucking contract.
Strong. So no, but yeah, there is a problem with just not even muscled guys getting into deathmatch wrestling now for the wrong reason. And I know people say we should, and it's gonna make it a big fucking thing. My fear is once we open the doors and just let everybody, somebody's gonna get fucked up, and it's done for us all. Like, and that's my fear. If you want to do death matches, great. I'm not stopping you. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not saying anything, but do it right. Like, fucking really love this shit. Know that you're guard. Know there's no way avoiding it. Don't get into death matches saying, "Oh, I don't want to take tubes," or "I don't want to do this." I know I said I don't want to do fucking toothpicks, but I've earned that right to say that. I've done them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know. Like, people have to know what they're getting into. Big, small, muscle up, not like know what you're getting into.
My turn. All right. I lose track here, but
we'll go back in order now.
So, internet communities. Me and Nick, Matt Minnick, we all come from the internet wrestling community, dude. E-feds and wrestling groups and stuff like that. Dude, a lot of trolls out there, a lot of people that just will hate to hate. You got any philosophies or anything you want to say to any would-be trolls or how you approach them?
Just watch the product. Like, you can't shit on it if you've never watched it. Most of these people, sorry, I'm getting a phone charger real quick because my phone's going dead. Most people don't even watch it, and then they'll shit on it. Like, they'll just hear Deathmatch Wrestling or Jim Cornette say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Everything Jim Cornette says is dumb shit. So
yeah. Most definitely. Sorry, guys. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get my phone plugged in.
You're gold.
You're good, brother.
Show business, baby.
We're live, folks.
StreamYard will zap your shit, bro. That's why my computer stays plugged up the whole time I'm on this thing.
All right. I mean, I'm among the list of guys that Jim Cornette's wished to die. He saw the video of me and RSP doing the destroyer into that bed of tubes, and he's like, I wish they would cut their fucking throats or some bullshit. He's just a goof. Like, I live in Lexington. He lives in Louisville. Like, if
Come
there was
on down.
Yeah, if he ever had an issue, he's a goof. And most of those people that trash it are goofs as well.
Yeah.
So
sorry. I was just gonna say.
No, you're good.
So you just block, or do you confront these people on the internet, or
You just
or
let it
anything? I'm just curious.
Like, I've been guilty of, everybody's guilty of letting it get to you, and then you blow up, and it's not that big a deal. Everybody's gonna have their opinions, but then you like get so mad you got to say something. But at the end of the day, shit doesn't matter. Like, I'm not losing bookings, I'm not losing money because of somebody's opinion. So,
So I'm gonna ask you probably the hardest question that you've more than likely ever been asked.
Oh shit!
Why? Yeah, I know. We're gonna get deep real quick. This is gonna be so bad. I'm going to hell for even saying this. Why is Jim Cornette just the biggest mouth breather in all of wrestling history?
Here we go.
Because people allow him to be. He has a following. He
has a platform. Yeah.
Yeah. People give him a space to spew his garbage. If people just shut him the fuck out, he would be done. He would just stay at home watching people fuck his wife and be
like, doesn't he remind you, and this is how I've always thought of him, isn't he the Jim Leahy of professional wrestling?
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Like, he is Jim Leahy straight up in a wrestling world. That's all he is to me.
And also people think he's a badass. Like,
he's not.
Yeah,
he broke his ass, dude. That was his biggest moment.
He spews, he talks all this shit. Like, he just recently talked a bunch of shit about Gage. I mean, he always talks shit about Gage, but Gage would fucking murder him. Gage would choke him to death.
The toughest thing about Jim Cornette is his tennis racket.
Yeah. I mean, I watched Sammy spit water at him, and he did absolutely nothing. Like, he swung at him, but didn't go after him.
Cornette swung at him, dude.
Yeah.
I take it this is a big dude.
Try to fight somebody. It was like, eh.
Yeah, he wasn't about that shit.
So
great question, Matt.
I do what I can. Thank you.
We were talking about family earlier, right? And Blake came up. I mean, I think I'm not speaking out of turn bringing him up because he's a fucking Twitter superstar.
Yeah.
I think everybody on Twitter knows your son. It's obvious the kid's destined for the ring. I think we all know that at this point.
Oh, most definitely.
Are you gonna try to talk him out of it, or are you just gonna let it happen? And at what point do you go? Like, do you? This is always something I've wondered because I have kids and my daughter loves wrestling. Do you go? I'll train you, or can you not remove yourself enough and you have to find somebody else to do it?
I would think I definitely want a part in his training, but I think definitely finding somebody else. So I think that would just put a strain on a relationship because you gotta be an ass sometimes in training, and then like coming home or dealing with home life and then switching back to dad and son. I think that would be difficult. So I definitely would want a hand in his training, but not be the main source of his training. As far as talking him out of it, I definitely don't want him to start as young as I did. Like, I fucked a lot of my life up starting young. You're still growing mentally at that age. And then I was thrown into like a business with a bunch of grown men. Like, there was times I know that I caused so much hell in guys like Mike Jablonski's life, being just a young little fucking punk kid, that he should have just fucking killed me on the spot. Like, I was dumb. There's
a lot of times I talked him out of that.
Yeah. Like I was so stupid back then. Did a lot of dumb shit because I was trying to grow up in a fucking wrestling business, and all I had to look towards is guys like Wolfie D and shit like that, who at the time wasn't doing great things. Like, so yeah, man.
Speaking of Wolfie, that's our guest in 2 weeks. But anyway.
Oh, nice. Yeah, tell him I said hello.
I will.
That was great. Great time.
Yeah, man. Like, Yeah, so definitely would want him to wait until at least 18,
Yeah.
to get into this. And I'm not knocking if you want to get into it young. I just, my fucking dealings with it just wasn't good. It was very toxic.
You should just let Ricky Shane Page train it.
Yeah,
We'll listen to every
that's
word the
probably
man
who he
says.
wants. Yeah, that's probably who he wants.
Your boy will be choke breakering people instead of
Yeah.
destroying them.
I love it.
All right, let's go back a little bit. So let's go back to you become a wrestling fan. I don't know how you found wrestling, if you want to share that with us, but so you become a wrestling fan. Let's look at your first six months to a year as a wrestling fan. Who's your favorite that you love, and who do you hate?
My favorite was Tommy Rich. I always
Wildfire.
went to Browns, with my dad and stuff. And Tommy was just that dude. Like, I would sit there, and even at the age I was like, man, he's getting the shit kicked out of him, but all these fans love it.
Love it. Yeah.
They're cheering it. I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's reaching for the people. And I'm like, man, every time the crowd gets louder, he seems to come up. He seems to be fighting back. And like, just watching that in early age, seeing how to really sell, like, that whole aspect made me fall in love with wrestling. Just how he could control somebody just by laying there on the mat and throwing an arm up, or reaching for the crowd, or lifting his head and looking at a kid in the front row. Like, it was an instant connection. Then seeing like PG-13 and shit like that, I really loved like Tennessee's Southern wrestling.
So you saw like Tommy, it's kind of funny because Tommy Rich, one of your favorites when you start, right? And then, 20 years down the road, dude, he's kind of doing what you do, dude. He's like an ECW dude, like getting hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of cool, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Seeing him like Tracy Smothers and shit like that. Yeah, man. All that was just some of the greatest stuff. Like, all the wrestling I see.
John Tatum was another one. Yeah. John Tatum was another one who was over there at that time. Yeah. Yeah. So most hated? Who did you hate?
Probably, I'd say Tojo.
Yeah.
Or maybe Tracy is fair, because I think at the time I was going, it was like him against like PG-13 and shit, or him against Tommy Rich and stuff like that. So yeah, I think Tracy was probably early on most hated.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you.
So this will probably end up being the last question I'm going to get, because I know we're going to be winding down soon. So let's try and find a way to make you a little bit more notice or a little more money. Where's some places that people can check out your stuff, or do you have places for merch, or where can we check that out?
You can go to Deathmatch Worldwide. Sorry, I'm high. .com. You can get Reed Bentley stuff. You can get my stuff. You can get Akira stuff. You can get Reject stuff. It's one-stop shop for all your deathmatch wrestler needs. Of course, download IWTV if you haven't. You can't pull up the IWTV page without seeing my face now half the time. So yeah, definitely download that. ICW, start from fucking No Holds Barred Volume 1. Watch all the way through if you haven't. Catch the Pit Fighters. But yeah, check me out on Twitter. I got a Twitter recently. I like it so far. I spent so long avoiding it, and then I'm still not getting an Instagram though. Fuck that. I'm not selling out to Instagram.
Wait till next month, yo.
Yeah. No. Yeah, just follow me on social media, John Wayne Murdoch, or the Duke JWM on Twitter.
Awesome, man.
Shit. Well, like Matt said, we are finishing up, so we have a little tradition here on the show. When we did the other iteration of the podcast, I'm gonna back the three of us out, let you have full screen to say whatever the fuck you want to whoever the fuck you want, whether it's thanking the fans or shit talking whoever the fuck you feel like.
Floor is yours.
The open mic. So
sweet.
As soon as this fucking thing goes. All right, here we go, buddy.
Get your shit together, Nick.
Fucking slow ass computer.
There we go. All right. First, I want to say thank you, Nick, for having me. This has been great. Thank everybody else for listening. Share this. Definitely share Wolfie D. I will definitely try to put in a word with any deathmatch guys to come on here and do this for you guys. Also, my main thing is don't fucking illegally download wrestling. Damn it. Pay for it. Pay for the fucking Fight TV. Pay for the subscription to IWTV. Do what you got to, but don't fucking pry. I know we've all been guilty of it. I've definitely asked Nick more than enough times, hey, where are you watching this wrestling? We all get it. Whatever. Don't do it because you're just taking money out of somebody's pocket. Support Deathmatch Wrestling. Support Nick Gage tonight on AEW. I don't know when this is airing. Tonight he's on AEW. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it whenever this airs. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for this amazing ride that I've been on. So yeah, thank you guys.
Much appreciated, brother. You know I love you. I
Yes.
mean, you've been my boy for
Cheers
fucking
to
ever,
you.
man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's 2 kids with a fucking dream, and now I got a podcast, and you're a goddamn superstar.
Oh yeah, man. I mean that. Like anybody you guys want deathmatch wise, like let me know and I'll try to hit them up and
I will
put in a word.
I will definitely be doing that like as soon as we go off air. Do me a favor, brother. We're gonna say our goodbyes, talk about next week. Hang loose for a second because there's something I want to ask you about off
Okay.
air. I don't really
Cool.
want to talk about it.
Peace out, man, dude. It was really fun, dude. It was really nice talking to you, brother.
Absolute
Appreciate it.
honor.
All right, I'm gonna pull you out. Have a good night, brother.
He said,
Dude,
Woo!
first episode.
That was pretty
not
good.
bad.
That went fucking easy.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought I was. I honestly,
a nerd to make it happen.
I honestly thought I was gonna fuck it up, or Matt was gonna fuck it up, and Matt actually made it better.
Fuck you.
Matt,
I'm joking.
who
I'm
would guess? I
joking,
thought
dude.
Matt was going to be the screw up. I thought he was going to be stumbling and bumbling. That motherfucker.
I really thought it was going to be me.
So
I wish. Hey, let's wait to suck each other off until we go back to the
We'll
green
suck
room.
each other
No, like real shit. As the guy who's like the most not into deathmatch wrestling, and I'll be most forefront about it. I'm not against it, but it's
Yeah.
not tremendously my cup of tea. And to sit here and have that conversation with him and everything like that, it makes me a fan to the point where now I'm gonna want to watch his stuff now and find out more than what
Absolutely.
Nick's already been telling us behind the scenes and stuff. Like he made
Exactly.
me
He's that
into a
dude,
fan.
man. The dude
Exactly.
is the best hybrid wrestler on the planet. Like I'm not saying that because he's my friend.
Yeah.
The man can fucking wrestle. He can do death matches, and he finds a way to mix them both. It's fucking beautiful. But all that being said, after sucking our guest dick, 2 weeks from now, we're going to have former member of PG-13, a man who appeared at WrestleMania 13, who appeared in ECW, WCW, WWE, you name it, he's been there. Wolfie D will be our guest on the podcast. Please tune in. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook. I'm going to have this thing on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes. It's going to be a lot of fucking places. Just
I've
look
been
up
basically sharing it on
podcast
TikTok.
PTs.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Pornhub?
Go check out.
We're gonna be on Pornhub?
24x48 on TikTok. Check me out.
Hey, hold up. Say it one more time. Say it one more time, because Robbie kept saying fucking Pornhub the whole time.
Yeah, we're gonna be on
Check us out
Pornhub.
Pornhub. You don't want to find my Pornhub account. It's weird. Love Panda 24x48. That's your boy Matt Minnick. Robbie Cutthroat is still on MySpace. So that being said,
Asshole.
love you guys. This was amazing. We'll see everybody watching this 2 weeks. Wolfie D. Robbie Cutthroat. How many clicks?
You know, that's 2 clicks, my man. So that's uno,